Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Embracing Budget. It's your girl Rochelle, y'all. We are rounding out the second quarter of 2025. Half the year is almost all gone. Almost. We got to get out of June before we tumble on over into the next half. Whew. And as always, we start our month with a budget. So let's get to it, okay? So here we go. Real quick, do I have any goals for the month? Main goal, I am planning a vacation, a getaway. I feel burnt out coming in hot and heavy on your girl. It's coming. I wish it wasn't. It's here. And I have had to take like a day off, just to a couple of days off actually, just to center myself last month. And I'm so happy that I did. I took the day after Labor Day off just to get an extra day of rest. And the week before that, I took just that Monday off. And just by me taking just an extra day in the week off and actually having that long holiday weekend, it really, really, really helped. I tell you that right now. But I have PTO. I have all my time to take off, so I need to take it off. So main goal for this month is for me to plan and budget for a vacation. Just a little, roughly 5-day getaway, that sort of thing. And my budget, of course, for that is $1,000. Guys, when I sit up here and tell you, hopefully you guys saw that. So I just zoomed in a little bit, but I am planning and budgeting a budget for a vacation. My budget is $1,000. Of course, my goal is for me to get under that $1,000, but of course, things might come up, things might happen, but that is the goal, the plan for hotel, entertainment, transportation, which will just be mostly gas, and that sort of thing for my little getaway. Me and my friend are planning it, and yeah, that's that for that. Okay, so that is the main financial goal for this month. That, and of course, as always, to stay within budget when it comes to my cash folder. Okay, I should say my cash wallet. Okay, alrighty then. So all right, so for the month of June right here, we are budgeting from the April 18th and my May 2nd paychecks, okay? And we are budgeting $3,049.19. That is the money that I earned from those two paychecks, minus my auto pay that automatically goes over into my savings account, into my high yield savings account. So there you go with that. Okay. We have my EPB, which is my Wi-Fi for $84.64. That is a constant bill since I've been here. I've been living here in where I am now in Tennessee. I've been living here for a year now, and that is a constant, steady amount, and I love that. Okay. Then we have my EPB for my electric. I'm estimating $65. Crazy enough, last month was really, really good. Last month, it was only $48. Yeah, it was only $48 last month. So I'm hoping in the summertime it stays low like that. So I'm hoping that, and usually if it's any basis off of what was last year, it won't go over that $65. Of course, my Comcast for my cell phone is $72.31, which comes to an approximate total of $221.95. Then we have Netflix, Patreon, and my Apple storage it comes to a total of $39.54 for that. Okay. Alrighty, and then my savings that I'm taking out, I take out 10% of here with an additional $80 for my minis, which will be $385. My cash wallet for groceries, gas, miscellaneous, personal, and eating out, I averaged out $460 for that. Rent, of course, is the same, $13.08. Water is an approximate $25. I don't know what that will be until usually like the day before I have to pay my rent, and today is the day before I pay my rent. Well, no, excuse me, 2 days before I pay my rent. So by the time I log in the morning to pay, I should know exactly what that is. But it's only gone over $25 once in the year that I've lived in this apartment. And crazy enough, it's June. So this is the time that I'm going to be in contact with my rental office, because I have another 2 months on my lease. My lease is up in August, and my apartment complex manager, in the next week, they should be letting me know what my rent will be after when I renew. I don't plan on moving. I do not want to move, but I'm hoping that the rent does not do a crazy increase or anything like that. That is my full on prayer, that the rent does not increase to anything crazy. It would be amazing if it didn't increase at all. Okay. So we have my car tag renewal, that it will be $20, but there's like always usually an extra fee, so I've budgeted $25 for that. State Farm, my car insurance, I just got notified that my car insurance did increase just a little bit, not even a full $2. It is going to be 104.23. Yeah, 104.23. Because that's what I remember, because it's like 423.234. That's what like tripped me up just a little bit. It was last month, and for the previous 6 months, it was 102.91, 102.12 or something like that. Just that quick, I forgot. That is a shame. It was, hold on one second. It was 102.94. It was 102.94. So it has not gone up a full $2. So $2 increase, not even a full $2 increase. That's simple. That's not even anything drastic at all. And I can most definitely do that for sure. So I'm just going to change this amount over here real quick, because it is something different this month. 104.23 plus 25 is 129.23. As a matter of fact, I could go ahead on this coming, like in the next couple of days, and go to the tag office, because of the fact that I wonder if they're open on the weekend. I don't know. I'll check into it. I'm checking into it. Like, I'm thinking off the top of my head, just that quick. Okay. Okay. So next up, as always, let's go into our debt. Okay. So Capital One is minimum due is $204. That's my minimum due. I will continue to pay the minimum due until I get rid of all the rest of this extra debt. Like some of these things that I'm going to be killing, like, I hate to say the word kill, but the things I'm going to be like getting rid of and paying off in full, that extra money, I'm going to be putting them towards other extra ones, so that I can slowly but surely just get those paid off. And then all the extra money will be going to my highest two accounts. Of course, as I explained in my debt confessions video, hopefully by now you guys should have seen it. But that will be going towards, of course, my last 4 accounts, the Amex, Capital One, Chase, and my other Capital One account. The biggest Capital One account, I owe over $6,000 over on it, but I really want to have that gone and done with, hopefully within the next year, in no more than a year's time. Okay, so with that, Capital One is $204. My smaller Capital One is $73. Chase is a $113. And then my Amex is, why did I forget Amex just that quick? Amex, if I'm not mistaken, is 61. Yes, I believe it's 60. It's like 61 and some change. That's what always trips me up on that. It's probably like $60.74. They do that. I don't know why, but it does. Okay, so that's that. And then we have Sephora that still has a balance, but that one is the one that I'm targeting to pay off in full itself. The minimum due on my Sephora is, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like $30. It's gone down to $30, but I'm going to keep it at $50 because that was the minimum due that I paid before that big chunk that I paid on it with my income tax. Okay, so that's 204 plus 73 plus 113 plus 61 plus 50 comes to a total of 501 even. I hope you guys can see that. 501 even. Okay. Then we have these smaller accounts over here. Amazon is not that small. I've been charging way too much on my Amazon account, but I will be. That's another one that I plan on attacking slowly but surely. But I'm going to take the slow tactical plan, like I said, with my Amazon account because of the fact that I keep putting stuff on my Amazon account. I could pay off my Ulta and keep it down and low. I could pay off my Sephora and keep it down and low. My Amazon, yeah. Okay, so on Amazon we're going to be paying $50. I'm just saying $50 because I cannot remember the full on total off the top of my head. So I'm saying $50 for Sam's. I just put $50 back on my Sam's card today because I made a bulk order today, but it was literally, it was like $55 and some change, 56, and I will be taking that out of my grocery bill for this month. So I have a plan to pay that back. So I'm just going to pay $29 right now on my Sam's card until I just put that money back on from my grocery budget. Okay. And then I have Ulta. I don't know what happened to Ulta. I thought I paid Ulta off in full. But I got a bill in the mail today that says you owe $5.14. I'm like, $5. Y'all sent out paper in the mail and put a stamp on it for $5.14. Okay. Okay. Not my business. That's y'all business. That's y'all business. Y'all letting me know that I owe y'all money. So, fine. Okay. So, we got $29, $50, and $5.14, which comes to a total of $84.14. O to the K. So, let's get some calculations on in. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll put it over here under the lamp. This lighting is something, okay? So we got $3,049.19 minus the household utilities of $221.95. My subscription services was just $39.54. My savings of $3.85. I always forget to move this to my debt, $84. I should say not my debt, but just debt, $84.14. My cash wallet is $460. Transportation, $129.23. Rent, or I should say household, $13.33. And then debt payments of, I am over budget, 501. I am over by 104.67. That's not good. Okay. All right, so let's make some adjustments, okay? How can I make some adjustments? Easy. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. Okay, so 104.67. I am short 104.67. Okay, so we are going to, can't take that, can't take that, can't take that. Not taking any of that. This I can change. Personal, I think I needed just to replenish $10 from the, actually none from the personal. I didn't need to do anything from the personal. I think I need to do $5 from miscellaneous. What am I going to do? Okay, so I am short. How in the world did I get short? Wait a minute. Am I missing something? Okay, so I am short on this budget. I am short 104.67. Okay, now, there are a number of ways when this happens, there are a number of ways that I can correct this, okay? Sephora, the minimum due on Sephora is $30, so I can take off 20 from that. I can take off, the minimum due on Amazon is 30, so I can actually take off 20 from that. And then I can take out miscellaneous and personal because I don't need to necessarily stuff those in my cash wallet. I need gas. I need groceries. I could actually take off the 29 from Sam's because of the fact that I'm taking this out of this budget. And that's what I'm paying back right there. So I could actually take off the 29 too. And I could cut my eating out budget down to $30. So there you go. There you go. Just that quick. Now, in truth, in this moment, I do not know what I'm going to do because I always keep an overage in my account, in my bills account. I have close to $1,000 extra sitting inside of that account. And I have my emergency fund. This is an emergency, so, you know, so there you go with that. I could also take money out of my savings. There's a number of things in a situation like this when you're a month ahead, because I am a month ahead. There are a number of things that I can do to reallocate funds and that sort of thing. But I think what I will do is that I will, instead of me paying Sam's from my budget, I'll just go ahead and pay that from my grocery bill because that's the money that I owe on there. It's just grocery money. Amazon, I will just take Amazon down to 30 bucks. Yeah, I think this will just be easier this way. Take Amazon down to the minimum 30 bucks that's due. So that will actually be $34, $35. Let's make it correct. $35.14. So that's 104.67 minus 29 minus 20. And let's see here. What else did I say? I will, instead of me paying $50 on Sephora, I will just pay the $30 on Sephora. So that's $20 off of that. And I will take another that was 60. I will move this down to 45. Yeah. Let's see, it's working out. I'll move this down to 45, so we could take 15 off of that. And personal, remove that from that. And I won't do personal because I don't need to replenish. I don't know if you guys saw my last cash stuffing envelope video, but I decided not to like switch out the money like that anymore, especially when really and truly I don't need to do it that way. So I'll take the 20 off of personal, and it's just 67 cents, and I got the 67 cents in my account. Bam. Woo! Y'all, oh my goodness, y'all. That was some finagling. That was some finagling. But that is what I will most definitely just have to do. That's just what I have to do. And I will most definitely do it. Yeah. And it was simple. It wasn't anything necessarily drastic. It wasn't anything necessarily that could not be done and could not be adjusted upon. The one thing that was easy for me to do was take it from my cash wallet so that I could cover the essentials, the debt, and also make sure I stay within my savings budget. So there you go. And I just, of course, I'm going to be taking the cash from here, $50 from here, and putting it up there automatically. So I'll be taking that money back to the bank after you guys see my next video, which will be my cash wallet video. Okay? All right, but that is it. That is all. Oh my goodness, I had to finagle on that. Whew. Hopefully we won't have to do that anytime soon again. But that is it. That is all. I thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. You see it. You see it. And if you like me just a little bit, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I thank you guys so much for watching. And just know that with budgets, if I'm learning nothing, you got to learn how to pivot and maneuver. Because the only other thing that I possibly could have done, my minis and this over here, because I don't do late and I don't do missed bills, but that's just me. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye.